My friends off the bar, what's going on? How are you doing? It is me, it is I, and I'm here with you to check out another Putri Ariani song. And this one, let me tell you something. I watched the first 4 seconds of this. Well, you can see it now, but not today. I watched it a week or so ago, and I saw an older woman laying down, and I immediately thought, death, sickness, loneliness, and it was just not something at that moment I wanted to watch, because we all go through suffering and pain and hardships in our life, and maybe a week ago, too much of that was on my mind. But I was looking around again, I saw this pop up again, and regardless of whether or not I'm prepared to listen to it, I will listen to it, because this is how life goes. Not everything comes the way you want it. And even though we may all want happiness every day, we may want sunshine all day, sometimes we have sorrow, sadness, tragedy. I hope this song is not as sad as I think it will be, but let's do it. And I've got the translation here. The translation though says Malay. I don't think the song is in Malaysian, is it? I also don't really know the connection between Bahasa Indonesia, Javanese, so would that be Bahasa Java or Bahasa Javanese, and then Malaysian? Is that Bahasa Malay or Bahasa Malaysian? I don't know, but seems like the title is something like "Come Back," waiting. Is it waiting for you to come back? So it looks to be a very sad song. And I actually really do love sad songs. I just don't love reacting to them on camera. I would rather be by myself, reflecting on my own emotions and dealing with it that way. But it is a reaction channel. I'm here to react. So let's go. Again, Ayo Pergi. Is that the way? Saya tidak tahu. But you can use tidak to negate something, right? So it's tau not, so saya is I, and then tau would be no, like saya tau would be I know, and then saya tidak tahu means I don't know. But there's some things that are like not negated the same way, so like, sorry, I'm still really bad with the language. So if I was like, isn't bukan to negate like being from somewhere? So if I'm like saya American, obviously that's not the word for America, but it would be like saya bukan. Learning. Let's go. Oh. I didn't know it would change so quick. The very first piano made me sad, but then the change kind of gave me hope. Hold on. Songs at the wrong speed, and these are not the correct lyrics. This is like Kuciptakan lagu ini tiki. Okay. These lyrics must be for a different song. Aku masih di sini mencoba untuk meski sulit dan juga sakit. Kamu is you for sure. So is she making the mug of? Do you take tea or is it coffee? But you're making a drink for someone who you're hoping will come back or who is no longer with us. That's what it looks like. No, it's somebody who's lost somebody. All these scenes are alone, and they're intentionally alone. It's definitely signifying loss. That some of this died. I've lost people. You're the garment. You remember the person through the garment. And sometimes through the smell of the garment, but that one looks washed and folded, so I don't know. Usually over here, we would keep the garment in a closet, and you would. You get what I'm saying. Humans still have to sneeze. I'm still allowed to sneeze. I'm sorry. I apologize. Apologize. Sorry, I guess I should talk about Putri's voice, but of course it's powerful. But I think the story, is more powerful than her voice. Her voice is great, but the story is very, very powerful. And hopefully I hope you are 18 years old and you're 20 years old and everything is directly in front of you to go take on. But the longer you live, the more you're like, these things are coming. They are coming. She's watering the plants, but she's not even looking. Maybe she's looking at a plant that he planted or something she planted for him and he's no longer there. Oh, that's like closing the door on a section of your life. I am very glad that I'm not extremely sad right now, because otherwise I would bawl my face out. I'm like, I wonder how that's translated. Bawl my face out is the American version of cry my face out. Because a lot of times we say we're bawling, crying. I don't even know where that comes from. We say bawling, crying. Sometimes you just say bawl. You know, I bawl my face out. It's like, which is very different than in sports. Bawling means you're killing it. You're doing a great job. But bawling emotionally means you're full of sadness, at least the way I know it. Yeah, I don't have anything extra to say. I would say something stupid like enjoy the time you have. But here's the funny thing about life is the only people who enjoy the time they have are the ones who have already spent a lot of time. So when you think that all you have in front of you is a lot of time, you don't really enjoy the time you have. You just do whatever you want. So I guess do whatever you want and have a great time. And for those of you that care, enjoy the time you have left. Terima kasih. Selamat tinggal.